Hey everybody, it's Mr. 845 here, coming to you from the heart of the Hudson Valley, checking out all the flavors and food, learning about the trades to the office, from season to the new. I'm here to unlock the stories of the Hudson Valley businesses. So let's talk business, Hudson Valley. Hey everybody, it's Mr. 845 here, and we are checking out some more small businesses on Let's Talk Business Hudson Valley podcast. This is season 2. I have a special guest right now. Her name is Sandra Salguero. Sandra, tell us, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, Ramon. Thank you so much for having me on. Good afternoon, everybody. Sandra Salguero, co-founder of Latinos to Business Succeeding Together. We're a networking group around 12 years now, celebrated 12 years last month. And you guys can find me by giving me a call on my cell, 845-797-3461, or on our Facebook page, Latinos to Business Succeeding Together. There's also a link on the Eventbrite, which we'll show later, for the event coming up, which we're here to talk about today, which is the first annual Home Buying Expo over at the Newburgh Armory on September 28th. So super excited about that.
Yeah, so by the time you guys see this, it's going to be pretty close to the event. So you want to make sure that you grab whatever you can beforehand, if possible. But if you wanted to know a little bit more about what's going on the actual show itself, now you have an exclusive, right? So, so Sandra, tell us, let's kind of start from the beginning, and then we'll go into the actual show and like what vendors you have and stuff like that. But what got you guys started on this home buyer show?
Yeah, so what we've done, there's just the regular Latinos in Business Expo where we're just featuring members of our group, whatever they may be, and then the expos were mainly focused on folks who either had businesses or wanted to start businesses. So together with organizations like WETC, Women's Entrepreneurial Development Center, and Community Capital, where we would get together and do different seminars like how to start a business, how to maintain a business where times get rough, things like that, because most of our members are either have businesses or in sales and need to grow their business or want to start something. So we've been doing those we did 4 of those expos, and because I'm in the mortgage business and in the group there's a fair amount of people who are also, whose businesses also surrounds a lot of, with real estate. We said, let's do a specific home buyer expo. So this is our very first, and we're super excited. Like I mentioned, it's going to be over at the Newburgh Armory. We're going to have 8 different workshops. So if you want to learn how to purchase a home, what are the very first steps? That's a call that I get, a lot of the times. Actually, just before this, I got a call from someone who saw me on Facebook and said, hey, listen, like, I don't know how to get started. I don't even know where to turn. Well, luckily, the first step is to go to a mortgage person, right? Because how are you going to look for a home unless
you're pre-approved?
Yeah, if you're pre-approved, exactly. Or what happens a lot, Ramon, is people say, I saw a house that I love, and this is the house I want. I want to make an offer. They don't even know what the monthly payments look like. Like there's no concept of what that's going to look like for their specific situation.
Yeah.
You go a lot on times, you'll go on, one of those real estate websites and it'll give you a monthly payment. But unless you're doing the homework, it says normally 20% down with, the taxes are this and that, and they have a completely false sense of the reality of what the payment for something like that looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, those apps work if you work them, right? But if you're just going by what it tells you, you're completely to the left of what it's going to be like.
So we have a mortgage person that's going to be at the event, so that one we know. So at least we can get you started and get you pre-qualified, right?
Absolutely.
And searching for a home. So what other things do we have at the event?
So we're going to have real estate agents too. So they're going to take you by their portion of it. So what does it look like after you've gotten pre-approved for a loan? And then they take you on the specifics, the ride of what's next and what it goes from making an offer to getting to closing and what their responsibilities are. And especially right now where the laws have changed, it's been a little bit over a year, but people still are informed of how real estate agents get paid and what responsibility the buyers have now versus back, 18 months ago. So they're going to be talking about that as well, which is super important. So when buyers are going out there, they know what to expect, right? So we're going to have real estate agents. We're going to have attorneys, real estate attorneys, there to answer any questions with regards to contracts and things that might come up on title. We'll have title companies there. A lot of people buy a home, they don't even know what a title is. They know they
Yeah,
paid for
I haven't seen it yet.
it.
I'm still paying it down to get that thing, but we're working on it. We're halfway
Yeah,
through.
yeah. So people don't even know what a title is. So they'll say, I paid for that, but I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
So we'll have vendors there that explain exactly what their role is within the process. And then there's some folks who don't have they have the atypical situations. Like, for example, they're business owners. And I have a lot of business owners who, because of the type of business that they're in, there's a lot of expenses. And their accountants encourage them to go ahead and write all these expenses down. And now they are just been written off the amount of, they've been written off their income, and now they can't afford the house that they really want, right?
Yeah.
So for those type of
even though they actually might make that stuff, right?
yeah, they might make that. Sometimes, they're even encouraged not to report it all, things like that. Nobody wants to pay taxes. We're actually going to be having a seminar that's going to be put together by a tax preparer to let you know how you can file your taxes but still save money and still be on the road to purchase a home, right? So, if you own a business or you're self-employed, you write a 1099. There's going to be a tax person there doing a seminar that talks about that specifically, right? How are you still going to be able to file your taxes as a business owner and buy a home?
All right. So far we got a mortgage broker, realtor, a tax preparer,
attorney,
and attorneys, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So that's 4 so far, guys. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's go.
Yep. So let's see what else we got here. So we got mortgage, we got things, insurance, right? Insurance. So we you buy a home just like you buy a car. You got to insure your home, right? What is that going to look like? What is a monthly payment going to look like on top of that? People don't normally think about things like this, right?
Yeah, do they own a dog? If they own a dog, what type of species determines on that, or not species, but breed of dog would determine kind of like where that ends up, because certain dogs are on like that high restriction getting a house. I know I ran into that with my German Shepherd Siberian Husky. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Gotcha. Yep. And another thing that comes up that's odd is how far away is your nearest fire hydrant? So if you're in a place where there's no fire hydrant close by, that can affect how much your insurance is going to be, or even if you can get insurance, things like that. Insurance people that deal with a lot of people now are taking equity out of their homes, buying investment properties and Airbnbs. Not all insurance companies will cover Airbnbs. So you'll be able to find out which insurance companies do and which ones can help you when it comes to investments and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Yep. So you've got your insurance people. You have your home inspectors. So once you find the home, you're going to need to do an inspection. Who's the right inspector? What type of program are you going to be looking for, mortgage-wise? What the bank's going to be looking for, and what you're looking for, and how they combine the two to give you the best possible scenario.
And that's really to prevent you guys from buying a money pit, right? So you want to get your house inspected because once you sign that dotted line that says I own this place, everybody's like, no. I mean, so you want to make sure it's inspected, so that way at least you're covered. You find out the issues. You can actually get back at the homeowner, if I'm not mistaken, and say, hey, I need you to take care of these couple of things before I purchase the home. And sometimes they do negotiate at that point, and it's a good tendency for negotiation. So it's really awesome.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. And these are all professionals. It's important to note, Amon, that these are all professionals that we've already worked with for a very long time. Like I said, the business has been around for 12 years, and these folks we've referred have closed loans with us. We're all in the same community, so we know each other. We trust each other, right? Like, we're not going to have anybody come in front of this group of folks that are trusting us and coming to the expo, these are trusted folks in the community. We've been doing business with them a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The honesty certified.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I myself have been in the business for 26 years now. Oh my God, I can't even believe it's that long. But yeah, a long time. So I've been in the Hudson Valley for doing mortgages for 26 years now. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Congrats.
Yeah. Long time.
Keeps
Thanks.
trucking along. People keep buying them houses.
Yeah. Sometimes they're slower than others, but we're here and we're here to help, so and just more the guidance. A lot of times what happens is you'll go to a mortgage person and then they'll tell you, hey, listen, this is how much you got pre-approved for, but then they don't tell you what the monthly payment is going to be. They don't tell you what the out-of-pocket costs are. What else can I expect? And those are things that you'll learn at the expo.
Nice. So you said there was about like 10 modules that you were going to have as well.
Yeah.
But first, before I continue, are those all the vendors, or there's more?
Oh, there's going to be more. We've got home
awesome.
decorating. We've got photography, pest control, remote notaries. Let's see, who else do we have? Thinking. Oh, credit repair. That's a good one. So credit help and credit repair. So whether you got to build credit or repair your credit, we're going to have someone there, a couple of people there actually, that'll help with that kind of thing. So,
Nice.
Like I said, home decor as well. We'll have some food there, some delicious food.
Who doesn't like good food? What type of food we got? Do you know what type of food we got?
We got a little Mexican, we got a little Guatemalan, we got a little Cuban. This is the Latinos in Business Expo, so we're bringing a little flavor out.
All right.
We're gonna have our wonderful DJ Echo there, who's gonna
be. I don't know that guy at all.
Yeah. Esso, excuse me, Esso. Echo. Esso is his name. Sorry.
Jesus. Yeah.
And he's gonna be there. He's an amazing DJ, and he likes to rowdy the crowd up and then just play some music. So it's also fun just to walk around, see the vendors, and then just listen to some great music. We'll have the food, and then we're gonna have some stuff for the kiddos. So we want to keep the kids occupied while parents are getting the education, right? So we're gonna have kite making, and we're gonna have what do you call those little treasure chests, and then the kids can paint them, or piggy banks that they can paint, some arts and crafts, some games, and some shaved ice also for the kids as well, to keep them entertained, and some snacks too. So parents can really dig into what they need to know when it comes to home buying or investing.
and how to occupy your children while you're trying to watch a seminar.
That's right.
It's a double whammy, guys.
It's a double whammy.
So if they wanted to get the tickets, you said they can get them on Eventbrite. Once they purchase. Is there going to be a specialty code for Mr. 845 there?
Yes, there's going to be a specialty code for Mr. 845, so that'll be posted. I'm going to finish that as soon as we're done with this, and that way people can get tickets half price. So tickets are normally $10 a person. You'll get them, thanks to Mr. 845, off at half price, and kids under 12 are free.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. So we're super excited.
So now you were saying that there were going to be 10 modules. I wanted to make sure we got the vendors out of the way. Now we kind of go into the modules. So what type of modules are we going to be seeing at this Home Buyer Expo?
Gotcha. So it's going to be 8, and so like I mentioned, real estate, telling you how to get from A to Z, mortgage, a person, just the basic conventional mortgage programs and grants that are out there, and then I'm going to be doing this specifically with the accountant on how to help business owners get a mortgage, right? So in case
that's 3, right?
That's 3, yeah. So that credit repair, we're going to have 2 of them, one in English and one in Spanish. Yeah. So you got to count that as I think we're here.
Oh, yeah. So if it's 5 now, let me put that thumb back out.
Yeah. 5. And then we're working on having someone, and we're still, if not, we'll fill it with something else, but we're working on a specialist who does foreclosure and short sales. And that's a big question. Can I buy a foreclosure? So how are you going to get you in the door? Because there's a lot of people bidding for these foreclosed properties, right? So specifically, how are we going to get you in? So some helpful tips and things like that.
That was 6?
Yeah, that's 6, yeah. And oh my goodness, I'm drawing a little bit of a blank. So we have 2 more, but we'll be on the list on the Eventbrite.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I figured you had to. I'd be like,
I'm trying to think what the other ones are. Yeah.
No,
But
but I mean, it's important because as a
yeah,
home buyer, you're getting like the ABCs of home buying right now.
yeah,
You're getting it from
investing.
the yeah,
Yeah, the
and
investor. Yeah.
investing too. Yeah.
Yes, so that
So
was the seventh is how to use the equity in your home to invest in other properties, whether it be commercial, rental, mixed use, things like that. Yeah. Yep. So we're almost there.
oh,
hmm
awesome. I mean, it is important. I mean, a lot of people have gotten to their first home. By chance, does anybody over there going to be speaking like HELOCs, like home equity line of credits as well?
Absolutely. So in an investor one, we're going to be talking specifically about that, right? So
Nice.
how to take money out of your home. So a lot of people out there have amazing interest rates from when they were super low. So they don't want to touch that mortgage, right? So what else can they do to withdraw the equity? And that's exactly it. The HELOCs and the second mortgages is
Yeah.
what they can do. Yep. And how to access that. And then how you can turn that over and buy other investment properties and things like that with no money out of pocket.
Hmm.
I right now have a few clients that are working on that, and I work collectively with other banks who can also help them with that. So maybe
Nice.
one bank can do it and one bank can't, and so we collaborate and see how we can help each other. So right now I'm in the project with Mid Hudson Valley Federal Credit Union,
Nice.
and we're working collectively to help a client that's looking to buy a commercial property. We're getting the home equity from their home. I'm helping them with that, and then Mid Hudson Valley is helping them with their commercial part. And
So
sometimes it goes the other way.
yeah, and so it's local buying local, right? So these are
Yeah.
local people that are looking to buy locally. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what you're going to meet at the expo is the local people. I mean, it's one thing to pick up the phone and get a mortgage referral or whatever from someone who may be across the country, and they really don't know the nuances of what it is to purchase a home in the Hudson Valley and purchase a home in New York, which is, by the way, one of the only states that charges mortgage tax, right? Something like that.
Hmm.
So, are they figuring that in when they're giving you a quote of how much your closing costs are going to be? So the people that are going to be at the expo know that that's what you have to look out for, right? Things like that. They do mortgages here. They're in the community. They're going to be able to guide you from beginning to end.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great. And I think the eighth one is keeping your kids occupied by
Yeah,
hooking them up with the kids center
right.
at the event, right?
Exactly. Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely. We have a
that's
lot of fun
awesome.
things. Mhm.
Let's go through the information to kind of get there first. All right. So it's at the Newburgh Armory, right?
Yes. hmm
What's the address?
321 South William Street in Newburgh, and it's going to be at the Larkin Center, which is at the left of the building. That's going to be the entrance.
Okay. And then
Yep.
what time?
It starts at 12 o'clock so 12 to 5.
12 to 5.
It,
Okay.
yes.
And then the tickets are going to be $10 online, right? On
$10
it
online.
at Eventbrite, and you're going to give me the link.
And I'm going to give you the
So
link, and
I'll
I'm going
post
to
it
give
up
you
for
the
you
code.
guys. And then
Yeah.
we have a promo code to
Yes.
slash it in half
That's
with
right.
Mr. April 5's lovely sale.
There you go. I
Um,
like that. I like that.
we're chopping up prices. All
Yes.
right, no, and
Choppers
so
for prices and interest rates. Pew,
yeah,
pew, pew.
yeah. So I mean, that's going to be important stuff as people kind of see the different. They actually nudged the federal interest rate down about 0.25%. So how is that going to affect mortgage rates is going to be really important, right? So
Yeah,
let's take a
absolutely.
look at that and see what's going on. But definitely, guys, if you haven't talked to them, make sure that you check this event out. It's awesome. It's very well organized, and it's all local people. And they cater to both people that speak English and Spanish as well as. Is there any other like multi languages that we're going to be doing as well?
Not yet, but we're working on that. How about
Oh,
next year?
okay. So
Yeah.
so make sure that you stop by. It's always good to be educated when buying a home. If you don't get educated, you might end up missing either discounts that you could get. You can get better interest rates, or you could be asking for different things depending on the knowledge that you have. So it's always
Yeah.
important to check it out. Awesome.
Yeah, but it's important to just check with a few different people so you'll have some options right there. So when somebody's shopping around for mortgage, they're gonna make a call, wait for somebody to call them back, get everything. You're gonna have all kinds of options right there in one room.
All right. And now you're fully booked out with all the vendors, or do you have space for more vendors? Are you
We
gonna be looking?
always have space for more vendors, so we
Okay.
definitely.
So what's the contact info if you're a vendor and you want to hook up with Sandra? What do we got?
So it's 845-797-3461. That's my direct cell. Or you can email me at Latinos in Business HV for Hudson Valley at gmail.com.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes.
Sandra, this is great. I can't wait to have the event. Don't worry, guys. I posted the flyer already on my page. So if you haven't seen it, it'll be going up pretty much for the next 2 weeks. So you can definitely check it out there at Mr. 845's official Facebook page, if you will.
Gotcha.
But is there any other words of information that you wanted to leave people with before we cut the episode?
I am glad you asked. So I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors so far. So right now we've got the law office of Viviana Sanchez, who's going to be with us that day. AMH Partners Consulting, they do the credit repair. Revolution Radio online, and our partners, Latinos Unidos of the Hudson Valley. So they're not for profit that help the community out with whatever they need. I'm also on the board of that organization. And last week we were out there giving flu shots, and we do all kinds of different things. Whatever the community needs, we'd like to answer back. And of course, our mortgage company, East Coast Capital, will be there as well. And so shout out to our sponsors. So you can't do it without them.
Yeah, there you go. So check out this event, guys. It's going to be great. You got to definitely check out all the stuff that they have. And if you're home buying right now, which is, you're getting to that point where we're going to be seeing some great stuff, don't miss out. Right?
Absolutely. And times are changing, so you got to keep up.
All right. Awesome. Sandra, thank you for allowing me to interview you. Guys, check this out. It's coming up September 28th. Let's go.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ramon. Thank you so much for everything.
No problem at all. All right, guys. This is Mr. 845. We're going to be hitting the streets. Check out our episodes of Let's Talk Business Hudson Valley.